makes you more machine than man.
Wait a sec! What in the actual ass does this chuckle fucker think he's doing? The CGI is not done. He can't just review a movie when the embargo hasn't lifted. We haven't even CGI'd Henry Cavill's mustache off. And you just had to use this poster for your intro.
Hello. Welcome to my review of Deadpool 2. You're probably wondering whose balls I had to fondle to review Deadpool 2 early, let alone see it early. I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with Brian Benholtz. Deadpool 2 is the sequel to Deadpool, a movie about God's perfect idiot, and Deadpool 2 also stars God's perfect idiot. Deadpool 2, we have been asked to keep all plot details under wraps so as not to spoil the movie. Deadpool has demanded our sisters, damn it autocorrect, silence. Yeah, that's what it said on the press release that we were given. So I'm not going to spoil Deadpool 2. I really want to talk about it, though. Alright, fine, I'll spoil it. Here's what Deadpool 2 is about. After surviving a near-fatal bovine attack, a disfigured cafeteria chef, Wade Wilson, struggles to fulfill his dream of becoming Mayberry's hottest bartender, while also learning to cope with his lost sense of taste. Searching to regain his spice for life, as well as a flux capacitor, Wade must battle ninjas, the Yakuza, and a pack of sexually aggressive canines as he journeys around the world to discover the importance of family, friendship, and flavor, finding a new taste for adventure and earning the coveted coffee mug title of World's Best Lover. That's what the movie's about. They said no spoilers. No, that's not what the movie's about. Deadpool 2, really, to be honest with you, this is how, since they told us not to spoil anything for Deadpool 2, this is how it really goes down. Deadpool has to protect this kid, Russell, from time-traveling super soldier from the future, Cable, played by Josh Brolin, from killing him. That's basically the plot of this movie. And Deadpool 2, going in, I was optimistic yet skeptical. The first one was a breath of fresh air. It was original. It was creative. It was something Ryan Reynolds had wanted to do forever. And he finally got to portray the character of Deadpool right. Not that shit. Let's never speak of that again. At the same time, Deadpool was also a very generic origin story. And I wasn't really sure how a sequel would handle all that. Of course, it's super funny. It's really exciting. The sequel really live up to the standards the first one set. No, honestly, but it comes close. Breath of fresh air to say Deadpool 2 is really funny. It's really fun. It's entertaining. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And my God, it didn't do the exact same thing as some other sequels do. Thank you for not hangovering it! That was my biggest worry. There are some jokes in this movie that do come up as they were jokes in the first one. They kind of recur in this one. There's one in particular that I was just dying. I'm not going to spoil it. That's in the middle of the movie. There's a lot of scenes in the middle of the movie that really, really hammer home with the humor. Hilarious stuff. Deadpool 2, I think there's a lot more action in Deadpool 2. I think it's a lot more fun. Whether or not it's necessarily more funny is up to you. I think you can only do so much with Deadpool, and I do find the first one a bit funnier than this one. I do think some of the jokes didn't land. Most of them did. Some of them didn't. And my biggest issues with this movie are some of its storytelling aspects in the first act, and pacing issues. And there's the kid that plays Russell. Well, let's talk about that kid. For the most part, he's functional. But at other times, he just comes across as this annoying Rebel Wilson wannabe. Because you look at the kid, he looks like Rebel Wilson if Rebel Wilson were a man. I swear to God, that's what he looks like. Hopefully, they tone it back with him a little bit towards the end of the movie, and they focus more on Cable. Cable was really cool. He's played by Josh Brolin. Cable was awesome. I fucking love Cable. Cable is great. Ryan Reynolds kills it again as Deadpool. He proves why he's God's perfect idiot and MTV's sexiest man alive or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is this movie, I think this movie, what makes this Deadpool movie stand out to me is that I think it tugs at the heartstrings a lot more than I thought it was going to. A lot more than the first one did. There's some heartfelt moments, like legit heartfelt moments in this one, as opposed to the first one. The first one I felt like was just more all comedy. This one is just played for heartfelt moments while the comedy is there. It is toned down a little bit. It's kind of like every comedy sequel. They tone down the humor a little bit, but the humor's still there. There's definitely some touching, emotional moments. You feel for Wade Wilson in some scenes, and you feel for some of these other characters. I didn't feel for Russell. That's the thing. That's where I don't really sympathize with that character. That's why I say he's one of the weaker aspects of the film, even though the film kind of centers around him. It's just, I couldn't really sympathize with him. I was just like, hey, he's just an angsty teen, just wanting to blow shit up. Big deal. I mean, I really don't care. And in some of those scenes in the first act where there's some storytelling issues, I think it has to do more with pacing. It just seems like there's a couple of scenes that just bounce around a little too quick, and then some storytelling aspects in one of those scenes where I'm just like, we can get past this right now. We can just get past this. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything for this movie. I want you guys to go in surprised. Opening credits, if you're looking for an opening credit scene, I will say there is another funny opening credit scene. There's some recurring jokes from the first one. There's no after-credit scene. There is mid-credit scenes. And I will say this. The mid-credit scene is the best scene in the entire movie. Had me dying. I thought I was literally going to choke on my laughter. It was so funny. The funniest shit I have seen in a movie in a long time. I was dying. Long after that scene was over. Deadpool 2 offers the same campy fun, the same campy entertainment that the first one did. Just does it a little less effectively, I will say. And I'm really happy to say that this is actually a pretty damn good movie. That makes me happy. I'm going to give Deadpool 2 a B+. Guys, thank you for watching my review of Deadpool 2. Really, really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys get to see it next week when it comes out. And I'm so happy I got to see this early so I can get my review out there so you guys know that this isn't a bad sequel. I will leave all my links to my social media accounts in the description below. You guys are the best. Like, comment, and subscribe at the end of this video, and I'll see you next time. I'm Alex Madden, a certified G and a bona fide stud.